Welcome back to the Farmstead Wood and Wild. We've got a nice project today that's near and dear to my heart. Something that we had on the job site. Invariably, every job had a set of step stools that was multifunctional, safe, easy to use, easy to move around, and accessible. So today we're going to work on this step stool. It requires simple materials. This is going to be made out of a scrap 2x6, 8 foot long. This come off a deck project where we tore it off, and I've got an old scaffold board here that's a 2x10, 4-foot section is all it takes. So for you high-tech guys out here that enjoy the computers and all that, I'm going to go to SketchUp, and so this is my SketchUp, and it's going to be a little step stool. It's going to require 2 cuts that are 2x10s, 12.5 inches. We're going to need one 2x10 that's 18. We're going to need two 2x6s, 18. And two 2x6s, 20 inches, and 3-inch screws, and you're going to have it. So SketchUp, we'll have that available for purchase at the end of this video. So we'll start out step stools. We got 2 of them here that went through our house remodel. Very simple. We're going to spread these out, and they're lightweight, stable. They don't slip. They're easy to pick up with your foot. You can move them around. So if you got both hands full, you can slide them around with your feet. Move them wherever you need to go. Work really nice. We're gonna have a couple examples of just these that are kind of construction site carpenter type stools. And then we're gonna have one that I've got for a plant stand. And I'm gonna do one that's a little more contemporary mock-up with plywood and do some knockouts so it's lighter weight. So we've got that coming as well. So with that, when we go to SketchUp, we're gonna need the 2x6s. And they're going to be, the first 2 are going to be 18 inches long. And so this old piece of scrap for the steps, and the 20s are for the base leg. These carpenter overalls may not be the most stylish, but by golly, they are functional. They have the original cell phone holder. Pencil holder. For the old man, you got the eyeglasses holder. If you're doing this for a plant stand or such, you may use a miter saw to make more perfect cuts. After a short coffee break, we'll come up here on the workbench and we're going to put this thing together. So since the steps are 5.5, I measured in about 5 3/8 from each side. I'm going to do a straight line there, so we kind of know where we put our upright legs on. Something about like that. And legs. And I'll line that up on the marks. That pretty close. Okay. Create a couple pre-holes. Couple pilots there. And I think these will work. Yep. One leg. And See the line. Three-eighths. Pretty close. Oops. Wrong drill. Stuck through just a little bit. All right. I've got a little spacer block. Should be 12 inches between. And then we can put the steps on. Just run it flush to the outside. You could even leave an overhang. Some I've left an overhang on them. Wrong drill. Pre-drilling will help keep it from splitting out. If you're on the job site, you could just use a nailer, air nailer, or you can use hand nails. The idea is something fairly quick and efficient when it comes to job site needs. We'll see if we can put the lid on this thing. Same. Just an 1.5 inch block there. Should be right on. Last screw. There you have it. Simple, sturdy, functional. Throw it down on the ground. Step right up on it. Well, there you have it. The construction bench, which is kind of the standard that the plans were all based off of, based on what I grew up with on the construction site. Very functional. We used the devil out of them. And then I did a couple other prototypes. One's the plywood, a little bit lighter weight. It's half the weight of this construction bench. The construction bench is about 22 pounds. This one's about 12 pounds. And then the third option, we just did a little more for decorative, and I had some scrap material around out of the walnut, and it probably comes in at 40 pounds anyway, 45 out of the walnut. That we're using a plant stand or out here for a side table when we're sitting on the porch. So hopefully that gives you an example of a few options that you can do. This bench is durable, it's handy, it's got multi-functions for however you want to use it. And I just encourage you to love God, love your neighbor, and the best you can, fry it up.